So what's going on, guys? DIY Dan here again, and in this video I'm actually going to be showing you how to easily replace the spring that's responsible for locking and unlocking your ripper shanks in the down position. You will be able to lift and put your rippers down, but they will not stay locked in place and will float as soon as you try and rip anything. So the spring replacement that I'm doing was actually behind a 210 LE John Deere tractor with an actual Gannon box on it, but this spring is the same on a Cameco box and several others, as well as behind several other brands of tractors as well. So I've worked on heavy equipment as a mechanic for over 20 years, and I used to struggle with these springs until I figured out this trick. And I'm going to show you what it is, so let's get to it. So the spring I'm putting on is actually a John Deere spring, and here's the part number for it. But you can get these springs at any agricultural store or a Tractor Supply, etc. Any of your name brand stores, John Deere, Case, or Cat will have them as well. And I also did a Google search and I found these ones on eBay. So the first thing you're going to need to do, obviously, is remove the one side of the spring that's still attached, because the odds of both sides breaking simultaneously is highly unlikely. Then you're going to take a piece of tie wire and tie it to the one end of the spring. Make sure you leave the tie wire extra long, probably about 12 inches on both pieces of tie wire once you wrap them around that spring. Then you're going to want to insert the tie wire on the front side of the ripper box and pull it through the back side. Then, using a pair of pliers or a pair of dikes, leverage that end of the spring over the latching mechanism to attach it. Depending how new or old that locking mechanism is, I have bent that end of the spring out just a little bit to make it easier to put it on. Once getting that side attached, I grab a decently long pry bar and tie that tie wire to the pry bar and start wrapping the tie wire around the pry bar, and then leveraging the pry bar against the ripper box to extend that spring so you can hook it on the dowel that's welded to the outside of the ripper box. Using a screwdriver, I help leverage it over that dowel while holding tension with the pry bar. If you can't extend the spring far enough to get it latched, all you have to do is wrap the pry bar a couple more times, and that will give you more leverage to extend the spring farther. Then all that's left to do is cut the extra tie wire off of that spring, and you're good to go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and it gave you some good information. If so, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate it. My channel is loaded with all kinds of DIYs, all with the same intention: give you guys the most information in the least amount of time as possible so I don't waste your time and save you money by doing it yourselves. Hope to see you next time. Later.